All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm once again reviewing a beer from Dancing Gnome, and they're out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and this is their Pharmakon. So this is an American pale ale that comes in at 5.2% alcohol by volume, no IBUs listed, and time of review. This can is approximately 3 weeks old, and I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to my buddy Sean. He actually went to the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area recently, and he brought back 9 different Pittsburgh area beers for me. I'll post a link in the description box to the beer haul video I did of all the goodies that he brought back. And yeah, thank you very much, Sean. It's been damn fun going through all these beers. I have reviewed Dancing Gnome's Orbital Convoy. Damn tasty beer. So I want to see what an American pale ale has to offer from them. So I don't know much about this one. I did a quick search just to see, any hops or anything. Apparently, the only information I found on this was a couple years ago when I guess they first released it. And it says it was made with Mosaic and Columbus hops. Don't know if that's still the case to this day, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we'll let my palate try to figure it out, which is never a good thing. This palate's terrible. Let's give it a pour. So nice to see just like a 5.2%, American pale ale. Just nothing, nothing crazy and over top. Should be, fun to try and whatnot. And yeah. Anyway, that's a really bright yellow color, very bright and vibrant. I don't know how it's going to come off on camera, but very bright and vibrant in person. A little bit of like orange mixing in, a little bit of like, honey orange, but mostly yellow. Has about about a finger to finger and a half of like this really soapy, sudsy looking head, huge bubbles. Definitely looks like soap suds, no doubt. Anyway, let's get a nose on it. Yeah, it smells really nice. I don't know if they still use Mosaic in here, but I'm getting a little bit of like a tart and sweet blueberry scent on here, so maybe. Definitely pretty sweet on the nose. Sweet malt too, like a biscuity malt component. Yeah, almost crackery and biscuity. I wouldn't be surprised if they're using something like Pilsner malt in here. I have no idea, but kind of, reminds me of that just based on the nose. But yeah, sweeter orange. Definitely a little bit of that, like I said, blueberry, a little bit of like peach and mango stone fruit vibes. A little bit of like a lychee as well. A slight earthy spice, like an earthy spiciness to this one. Not really dank or herbaceous. Just has like maybe like a little herbal spiciness as opposed to earthy. More of an herbaceous spiciness, we'll say. Yeah, it smells like this is gonna be super refreshing, and I'm gonna want to drink about 7,000 cans of these because 5.2% you should be able to, and it just smells like it's gonna be great. So let's get into it. Cheers, everyone, and thanks again, Sean. Yeah, pretty much what I expected from this beer. Super crushable. 5.2%. Body is higher side of light bodied into like lower side of medium bodied, which is great for 5.2%. The mouthfeel, this isn't like super soft and smooth and creamy. It definitely is effervescent, has a nice crispness to it. Yeah, nicely carbonated, a little bit of softness, but mostly full-on carbonation. The flavors kind of carry over from the nose. Lots of biscuity, crackery malt that carries on through the palate. Nice sweetness there. On top of it, I'm getting a lot of zesty orange mixed in with sweeter orange. Some of those stone fruits more to the peach apricot side of things. The lychee ever so slightly. There is a nice herbaceous spiciness to this one that's kind of omnipresent, which is very welcoming. It's not straight on juice. Finish is relatively dry. Very slight sweetness on the back end. Not a ton of bitterness. This is more of like a dry finish. This is like a crusher. This is like, I don't know what 4 packs of this run if they're in like the $14, $16 range, but this would be a great beer to, drink 3 or 4 over the course of an afternoon poolside at the beach, barbecue, whatever. And, you wouldn't get shit-faced at 5.2%. It would keep you super refreshed, and it has really nice flavors. So I'm really digging this one from the American pale ale perspective. Nothing, mind-blowing. I don't think anyone's going to drink this beer and just be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. But at the same time, it's really good. I don't think for me personally, this is like on the level of like an Equilibrium Photon, which I just reviewed a couple weeks ago. That beer, for me, is better than this one. Not to like a substantial level. I think I gave that like a high 4.25. This one's really nice though. What I like about here is there's really nice subtleties. There's not a lot of complexity, but what is there is very impactful on the palate. I do like that I'm picking up the malt base. I like that it finishes a little bit drier and not, sweet, because when it comes to refreshing crushable beers, if they're too sweet for me, I don't want to drink more than probably a can, and I could totally drink a 4-pack of this. I'd feel good, but at 5.2%, I wouldn't be, hammered. So yeah, this is really good. Rating on the Pharmakon from Dancing Gnome, straight on 4 out of 5. All day, every day, because it's an easy drinking American pale ale. It's quite tasty. I really do enjoy it. And this would be like a fridge beer. If I lived in Pittsburgh and they released this, every so often, I would buy a couple 4-packs, just have it in the fridge. You can, crush it. And I don't think this is going to fall off all that quickly. This is 3 weeks, still pretty impactful. I think this, a couple months out would probably be drinking quite well, as, I'd say about 2-3 months. It still should be good. Yeah, 4 out of 5 Pharmakon Dancing Gnome. Thanks again, Sean. I do appreciate it. Really cool to try a lower ABV pale ale from, a hype brewery, because I feel like, if you can brew like a 5% pale ale, then you can probably brew in general. And yeah, this, I think, pretty much proves it. Based on the first 2 beers from Dancing Gnome, I'm quite impressed. Not surprised, but I'm quite impressed. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Once again, thanks to Sean for hooking me up with this one. Until the next one. Cheers.